This question is asking us to test a system of inequalities. So what we're going to have to do is make a little graph. So if you have a graphing calculator, you can go ahead and use that, and that will speed things up. But if you don't, let me show you how to do the question. So I'm just going to draw a rough sketch of the graph, and I'm going to draw my first equation in green and then my second equation in blue. So that way you can kind of tell the difference between the two. So let's start with the first green equation. So my y-intercept there is 1 and the slope is 2. So I'm just going to go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, down 2, left 1, down 2, left 1. I could go ahead and make one more. So down 2, left 1. And since this is a greater than or equal to equation, I'm just going to draw a solid line. So something like that. And for the blue equation, I'm going to start with the y-intercept at -1. And the slope is 1/2, so I'm going to go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and down 1, left 2, down 1, left 2. This does not have the equal sign, so it's just going to be a dashed line instead. So to solve these, what we have to do is actually pick a test point that is not on the line. So for the green, I want to pick 0, 0. I pretty much always want to pick 0, 0 unless it's on the line, just because it makes the math easier. So when I plug in 0, 0 into that equation, I get 0 is greater than 2 times 0 plus 1. So 0 is greater or equal to 1. And this is false, so I have to shade opposite of that. So since 0, 0 was below the line right here, I have to shade opposite since that was false. So I'm going to shade something like that. I do the same thing for that blue equation. I'm going to plug in 0, 0 because it's not on the line. When I do that, I get 0 is greater than 1/2 times 0 minus 1. So 0 is greater than 1, and that's true. So I'm going to go ahead and shade the same side. Since 0, 0 is above the line, I'm shading above. So I get something like this, and the answer is actually where the two are shaded together. So I'm just going to make that a little more clear, and that's this orange section right here. So the question is asking me which one of these quadrants does not contain a solution, and that's going to be right here. That's going to be quadrant 4. So our answer in this scenario is letter C.